Sorry for the no camera or subsequently spoon mic. I'm in Japan for the week, but that doesn't mean that there isn't news, so let's get started. First up, Riot is taking steps to nerf the now very common purchase of Doran's items on roles that aren't really meant to buy them. Obviously, with how gold efficient Doran's items are, it just makes sense that when roles that aren't meant to buy them begin using them, the impact is well noticed around the map. It was even seen in professional leagues like the LCK that the gold efficiency that Doran's items give meant supports were taking these to lane over their typical support items.
We had a bit of an argument in the lobby getting into this game. Of course, it was blind pick, and we had both Gumyushi and Carrier saying AD, and they were spamming it, and Guma thought that he said it first, so he just locked, and then Carrier thought that he said it first, and so he locked, and...
That's why they both went Doran's blade.
Well, Gumyushi, he might be in a little bit of trouble, does have to heal. There's the flash forward from Henna as Carrier is trying to get aggressive. Doesn't have the ignite, but just needs another auto attack. The flash forward from Execute does absolutely nothing. And now Carrier's trying to pop off. He just needs one more, but he's not going to get there. It's a double for Willer in the end.
This, coupled with junglers full clearing and then basing for a Doran's item as well, meant solo laners lacked a lot of agency when ganked, all due to the 450 gold purchases. As Reddit user Crazy Ike explains the strength behind the support Doran's rush, they also correctly predicted the impending nerf. Coming in patch 14.6, tier 1 and tier 2 support and jungle items will be exclusive with Doran's items, meaning you can only have one or the other. Seems like a change that makes sense, but I want to know what you guys think. Is the nerf needed, or were you enjoy building unconventional Doran's items? Moving on, we have this clip of Clear Love, the coach of Edward Gaming, giving some pretty direct feedback to Fisher, his mid laner. Obviously this is in Chinese, so I've got the translation from LOL Context Chan over.
Fisher, 我说实话，你的队友都在辛苦，我都不知道你在干嘛。每天我单独给你复盘，这些问题我们训练赛发过多少次了？如果你真的有这个实力，那春季赛打完我觉得我用不了你。
So while this kind of abrasive feedback isn't uncommon in competitive environments, the problem people had with it is that the org published it to public channels, which would have been pretty embarrassing and disheartening for Fisher. Not sure if putting the spotlight on someone like this who's obviously going through a hard time in their career is the play, but it's been speculated the brand chose to do this to show their passionate fans that they care about the performance of their players and what they're willing to do if underperformance continues. Do you think this kind of clip is okay to release to the public? And just before we jump into the main topic of today, a quick word from our sponsor, Porofessor. You know how you ask your favorite streamer the best way to improve and they say things like farm more and die less? Porofessor offers the easiest way to track your in-game numbers so you actually have a reminder that you need to start farming more or you're going to be stuck in silver, because it actually stacks your gold, farm and experience numbers against the tier above you. To get the best legal advantage you can within League of Legends, you can click the link in the description to get started with Porofessor. So in one of the coolest brand deal acquisitions I think we've ever seen in esports, Crocs becomes 100 Thieves' latest footwear ambassador. This all started when Sniper wore Crocs to an LCS game, which subsequently earned the team a 5,000 USD fine for violating uniform regulations. But to be clear, the issue wasn't with the Crocs, it was with them being the open-toed sandal model, the Crocs Classic Slide 2.0. It's kind of just a safety thing. It's pretty common in workplaces to enforce closed-toed shoes, but I mean in esports competition, what's the hazard? Anyway, as a fuck you to the LCS, the next day the entire 100 Thieves team arrived wearing the classic clogs model, which I believe was within the apparel code of conduct because they're closed-toed. But anyways, to this, Crocs responded to the 100 Thieves tweet about this, saying, "Do you take cash or card?" implying that they're going to pay the $5,000 fine. Not long following this tweet, Crocs was announced to be the latest 100 Thieves partner. From the 100 Thieves blog comes this excerpt announcing the partnership officially. But this isn't the first time we've seen this kind of thing happen. Mid laner Jojo Pune was also involved in a very similar incident recently with his beloved Crocs. Check out his response.
I know you got fined at Worlds for wearing those Crocs. I see you're still wearing them. Did you learn anything?
I mean, it was messed up. Like, they told me before the game I can wear my Crocs on stage, so I'm like, okay. And then when I get on stage, they like pause the game and they're like, you can't wear the Crocs. Or I don't know, it was just messed up. And they're like, you can't wear the Crocs anymore. So I don't know why they changed. I don't know if they have something against me, but
oh my God.
But what this is all really reminiscent of is the Michael Jordan NBA uniform fine, where this exact thing happened. In his brand new partnership with Nike in 1984, Jordan took to the court wearing black and red Air Jordans, except these were in direct violation of their uniform code. The NBA code at the time was that the shoe had to be at least 51% white and in accordance with the rest of the team, which these definitely were not, with only the midsole showing a white strip around the shoe. Nike knew this and still designed the shoe to purposefully effectively break the rules, welcoming the controversy, stating they'll pay any fines, which of course garnered huge media attention and therefore advertising as a brand that's so cool it'll break the rules. This resulted in Nike selling 70 million USD worth of the shoes in 2 months of their release, making the fines amassed against them seem like pocket change. Today, that particular Jordan colorway is known as the Jordan 1 Band, as in band shoe, so hopefully Crocs will do something similar with Sniper. I mean, the marketing strategy worked before, so why can't it work again? Anyway, that'll do us for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm going to round us out with a clip from Saware7 on Twitter showing one of the craziest Kindred escapes I think I've ever seen. Bye!